The huntress and the hunted. The jungle didn't forgive. It watched, waited, and when it chose to strike, it did so with silence. Nyara, a renowned huntress of the open wastes, knew this better than most. Her name was whispered in fear across villages and mercenary camps alike. Deadly, precise, unstoppable. But this mission was different. She had been paid well, too well, to track a man named Corvin. A fugitive, her client said, a thief of sacred knowledge. He had vanished into the heart of the jungle 2 weeks ago. Most assumed him dead. Nyara wasn't most. She picked up his trail faster than expected. Broken twigs, subtle boot prints, the faintest remnants of ash from a hidden fire. The man was careful, but not enough. She followed for 6 days, never letting herself be seen. She wanted to watch him longer, learn his patterns. On the 7th day, she planned to strike. But the jungle had other plans. Day 7. Nyara crouched among the dense foliage as the afternoon heat pressed down like a wet blanket. Her bow was strung, arrow knocked. The prey, Corvin, was tending to a small trap he'd set. She noted his calmness, his awareness. He wasn't the panic kind. That was fine. Nyara preferred a challenge. She moved like shadow through the undergrowth, silent even as snakes slithered past her boots. 10 paces. 8. 5. Suddenly, snap, the earth beneath her gave way. A pit, camouflaged with leaves and dirt. She fell hard, landing on her side as thorns slashed her arms. Her bow cracked. Before she could react, he was standing over the pit, peering down with calm eyes and a half-smile. "You've been following me for a week," Corvin said. "Took you long enough to step in the wrong place." Nyara snarled, drawing her dagger. "Don't bother," he said. "There are more traps." And then he vanished into the trees. She escaped the pit by dusk, bleeding and furious. Rage dulled her pain. She stitched her wounds, fashioned a new weapon from bone and jungle vine. She wasn't done yet, but now she knew he wasn't just a fugitive. He was a hunter too. Night fell like a curtain. The jungle grew louder. Nyara didn't sleep. She moved, hunted, stalked him through the darkness. She found fresh signs, a half-burned leaf from a torch, a blood trail, his blood. He was injured. Good. But by sunrise, she was being followed. She felt it. Footsteps. Breaths that weren't hers. A figure in the trees too quick to be a monkey. She turned the game on its head. Day 9. She laid a decoy trail. It led through a bog and into hornet nests. If he was close, he'd fall for it. He didn't. Instead, she returned to her camp to find it ransacked. Her food was gone. Her water skin, pierced. Even her flint. There was a single word carved into the dirt with a stick. Clever. Day 10. She didn't eat. She drank from leaf runoff and slept in the trees. Every rustle made her flinch. She couldn't tell if the jungle was alive, or if he had become the jungle. She thought she saw him once, a glimmer of movement across a ravine, just a glimpse of dark eyes. But when she approached, there was only silence. He was toying with her now. Nyara, the huntress, was being hunted. Day 11. Rain fell, hard and cold. She collapsed from exhaustion. Fevered dreams twisted through her sleep. Dreams of prey turning on her, of arrows flying backward, of being swallowed by vines. When she woke, a small bundle of food rested beside her. Jungle fruits. Some smoked meat, wrapped in palm leaves. A message was burned into the bark of a tree nearby. Still think you know who the prey is. She crushed the food underfoot, but she ate it. Day 12. She changed tactics. She set traps of her own, dug pits, hung swinging snares. She moved erratically, never sleeping in the same place twice. Still, she never saw him, but he saw her. Day 13. She found his camp, a careful circle of stones. a carved walking staff, and a journal. She knew better, but she opened it anyway. Inside were pages of observations. About her, the Huntress favors high ground. She leaves no bones when she kills. Ritualistic. She hesitates when she has the kill shot. Not fear, conscience. Does she know she's like me? She read on, heart pounding. I am not the prey. Neither is she. The jungle is. That's when she heard the click. A snare tightened around her leg and hoisted her upside down. Her blade flew from her hand. She dangled helplessly as footsteps approached. Corvin stepped out from behind a tree, calm as ever, hood soaked with rain. Why are you hunting me? He asked. I don't ask questions, she spat. I was paid. To kill me? She hesitated. Yes. He walked closer, not afraid, not angry, just disappointed. Then you've made a mistake. I didn't steal anything. I ran away from people who wanted to use what I found. What did you find? He held up a smooth stone etched with ancient symbols. It shimmered faintly, a piece of something older than kings and empires, something the jungle protects. Nyara stared at him. You're not running from justice, she said. You're hiding knowledge. I'm hiding it from the people who paid you. He sliced the rope. She fell hard, grunting as she hit the mud. Kill me if you want, he said, but the jungle will find another guardian. He turned to walk away. Nyara sat in the mud, heart pounding. She had been used, played from the start. She didn't go after him. Day 14. She awoke to find her broken bow repaired and leaning against a tree. Her water skin was full. The traps she had laid had all been disarmed. There was no sign of Corvin, just a final message etched into the ground. The jungle hunts those who don't listen. You listened. That's why you're still alive. Day 15. She left the jungle in silence, not as a huntress, not as prey, but as someone changed. And far behind her, deep in the green heart of the wild, the jungle watched and waited. The end.